another episode of Kayla's Rainbow. Thank you so much for being here. And as promised from my last Halloween video, how to make an easy scary clown makeup tutorial, I decided to do 2 videos this week. I've been working super hard and I'm super excited to get this out, and I felt like this was the most important video to get out this week because I just hit 400 subscribers. And I want to say thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you so much for being supportive, and thank you for coming back and watching my videos. And if you are a new watcher, please make sure to subscribe and like and come and watch me every Friday, because I have been adding new videos every Friday for, I think this is the 4th video in a row now, which is pretty good because I'm not very good at making sure I'm getting them out at the same time every Friday. So I've been doing pretty good. I've been making sure I put in the time. And yes, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. So this video is about me and my homeschool life on a normal Monday. And I felt like I needed to get this video out because I know I've talked about in my recent videos just a little bit that I'm homeschooled. Like, oh yeah, you know, since I'm homeschooled I do this, or getting off early because I'm homeschooled, you know. And I feel like some of you guys don't really know what homeschool life is, and I never really thought of that. It never really occurred to me until recently, and I was like, shoot, I bet they don't even know, like, exactly what I mean by I'm homeschooled. So I decided I would show you guys. I would also like to say Happy Halloween. I know Halloween just passed, and I know everybody's in a candy coma. I sure am. I didn't even want to eat breakfast this morning because I ate so much candy. And I also want you guys to know that in this Monday routine, I do use 2 different types of programs. I do use 2 different types of programs when I do Monday routine. I do CTCmath, which is math. They also do English, but I just do the math on it. And then Time for Learning, which is all my other stuff, my economics, my personal finance, my science, my social studies, and other stuff. That's pretty much, English. That's all on Time for Learning, and I've been using Time for Learning for 5 years, and I super like it. And then I've also been using CTCmath for 2 now, and it's up to you guys what you like. I just want to show you exactly what you're getting into and what I do in the morning, and I think I'm ready to show the video. I mean, I said Happy Halloween, which is something I didn't want to forget about. I don't know, I wanted to say something else. Like, it was sort of a last minute video, honestly. I got off of school pretty late today, and I was like, I need to do a video, I gotta get it off. I, like, reached 400 subscribers. So I just, like, threw the makeup on. Sorry if my makeup looks bad. I still have makeup on around my eyes from Halloween last night. So that was super fun. I hope everybody had super fun trick-or-treating, or haunted housing, if that's a word, or doing whatever, you know, watching scary movies with friends. Ugh, I cannot speak today. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Bleh, bleh. Honestly, it's because my tongue's sore from all the candy I've been sucking on today. I've been like, oh man, those Starbursts, just so good. We're moving on. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys when it's done. So what we're going to do is we're just going to leave and walk the hall, probably brush my teeth real quick, and put my hair in a braid. And then I think we're ready for school, you know, it's that time again, Monday.
And I think all that's left to do is get started with the homeschooled part. And all I do is I come over, I turn on my mouse real quick, and then I click it, and I click my picture. It brings me to my regular screen. Then I go to Firefox, and then I look at my binder real quick, because my binder tells me what to do on certain days. So I open it up, and here's all the stuff I have to do, but it's not certain days. This is certain days, I did it myself. So the very first day, I have to do 15 stars a day, which is 15 different lessons. And usually it's a lesson and a test is 2. So I guess it's really just like 10 lessons probably. And then, so I have 10 math to do, and then I have 10 science. So I do 10 math today on Monday, and then I do 5 science today. So I put this away, and I grab my math notebook, which is right here. And I'm just going to open it to the most recent page. Gonna take my pencil out, which is over here in my eraser. And then I go up here and I type in CTCmath, which is the math program I use. It's capital C, capital T, capital C, and then you just go math, and then right there it's already in there for me. Oops, .com. And then it's right here. And then I just log in real quick. And I think it's memorized my login. Yeah, it memorized my login, so I just push login, then sign in. Just normal stuff. And then it brings me to this page, which is the math section. So let me show you what I mean. If you push back, so I'm on high school geometry, and I already finished part 1, so I'm on part 2. And part 2 is just like my section. And at the moment, I'm in parallel lines, triangles, and polygons. And since that was what I was working on last, whenever I log in, it automatically just brings me to this page. This one gives me a video and a worksheet. Sometimes they just give you a video and questions, which is usually like 10 questions, and they ask you a question, you just have to answer it. And then sometimes they'll even give you a video, a worksheet, and a question. So what I would do is I go down to my video, and I just push play, and it's already playing through my earbuds. Because I usually wear earbuds when I'm doing school, since my brothers are doing school right next to me, we don't want to like interrupt each other. So I just sit here, and I watch the video, and usually the math videos are 3 to 10 minutes long. It really just depends on the lesson you're doing. You can go to your worksheet. You can view your worksheet, which if you just click on it, it loads, and then it shows you the worksheet that you would be doing, but usually I don't look at it. I just go open a PDF in new file, and then I just push the print button. Now I'm not doing that right now because I think I already have it in my handy dandy. It's gotten so full it like won't even close. In my work portfolio, I guess, and I have it over here. And I put it, so whenever I start a section, I go through and I print off all the worksheets. So that way, whenever I'm doing school, because it's Monday and it's slow and I hate Mondays, I just easily look at it and I'm like, okay, and I take it out and then I just do it instead of having to walk back and forth to the printer. So as you can see, here's my deductions and congruent triangles. And then the one behind it says deductions and congruent triangles 3. This one says 2, so I know automatically there's only 1. If I really wanted to, I could just look at this and it would tell me 1. It tells you, I just don't have to look at it if I already printed it. And then you would go through and you would do all the questions, do my math on a boogie board, which is one of these. You just write on it, and then you push that to erase to help save us paper, especially if you're doing math that's not hard, and that way you can write it out. But if you are having hard math and you do need to write it out, then you just use the notebook that I showed earlier. So my favorite thing about CTCmath is it's not Common Core. The regular schools have started this thing called Common Core, and it started a long time ago. Like, it started when I was in kindergarten, really. And it's just a certain way of teaching math, and it's supposed to be easier for people. I personally don't find it easier. I find it a lot harder, and I don't understand it. And that's the Math Time for Learning teaches, which is the other program I'm going to show you that I use. And I wasn't a fan of that math, so then we went to Learnzillion. And Learnzillion is another math program, but that one is also Common Core. It's a super good program. I did that program for a while, and then I got stuck in pre-algebra, and I just couldn't get past it, so we moved to CTCmath. But I definitely would recommend Learnzillion. I really like Learnzillion's math better than Time for Learning's even, because I feel like in Time for Learning, half the time they expect you, like, I feel like Time for Learning's math is like tutor math. Like, they expect you to already know certain things, and they don't really express it. And in the elementary and like 6th and 7th grade, where your math isn't too hard, it tells you everything you need and you can get through it. But I had a super hard time on Time for Learning, 8th through 10th grade. So I just decided I need a new curriculum, like a new website to help me with my math. And CTCmath was math for us. So Learnzillion might be the math for you, and maybe Time for Learning will be the math for you. I don't know. It's up to you. You guys need to experiment and stuff. I'm just letting you know what helped me. So once you finish, what you can do is you can go back to video, and then you can go down, and the one you just did's highlighted, and then you can just click the one underneath it that's not highlighted, and that will bring you to the next video, I guess not episode video. Or what you can do is you can click lessons, and it'll take you back to the starting page whenever you log in, and you can just see, if I did this one, I did the worksheet, it would tell me my score on the worksheet, and then I could just click the next one. It's up to you how you want to do it. So that's pretty much it for my math. I really enjoy it. I feel like CTCmath is super awesome. And I guess we're going to move on to science. Go to Time for Learning. I'm just going to, you can click it right here. You can just type in time and then the number 4 learning.com. It'll bring you here. I like it. It's like so clean looking. You just click login. So there's two options. There's student or parent. I'm a student. So when you're a student, you put in your first name, last name, and password. And this is what my school looks like. I do everything on Time for Learning except math. As you can see, my math is empty. But I have English 2 this year, Earth and Space Science, U.S. History 2, post 1850, so after 1850. Economics, personal finance. I don't have time for art or time for languages. They add that because you have to pay extra. So for all the electives, you have to pay extra. And we paid extra for economics and personal finance for me to do. But we didn't pay extra for time for art because they gave us a free 30-day trial at the very beginning whenever you first sign up. And I already used it, and I used it quite a bit. And it wasn't my favorite subject in the world, and I would rather do video editing or guitar, which is what I chose instead, so I'm not doing that. And then Time for Languages is Rosetta Stone, but it's inside of Time for Learning, so I'm not exactly sure if they created a whole program or not, because I didn't pay for that either. We didn't pay for that either. So I don't know about anything about Time for Learnings for languages, so that'd be a mystery. I might have to look into that, actually. I never thought of that. It's a newer thing they've added. I'm doing science today, which is Earth and Space Science for me. You click it. Over here, I like this. This is the new update. It tells you what chapters you're on. And I'm on, I forgot to get my science notebook. Oh, look at all these colors. Look at all these, look at all these colors. If you finish a chapter, it'll check it off for you, and then it'll automatically bring you to the next chapter that's not checked. You just go to that chapter. I'm on chapter 6, erosion and deposition. As you can see, I just started this one. Oh, it's a super small one. Oh. I only did these two, an activity and a quiz, and that's 1 star. And we call them stars because before the update, they were stars. So I have to do 10 lessons today. I did 10 lessons in math, so now I have to do 5 lessons in science. And as you can see, I already have 2. So now I would click chemical weathering. Oh, I'm not doing it right. So now I would click chemical weathering, and then I'll just load it up so you guys can see what it is. It's always fun in the beginning. There's a skip button, but I won't push it so you guys can watch it.
Welcome to the Wally McCool Chatting Hour. I'm Wally McCool, and with me is Hollywood legend Rock Hutchinson.
Oh.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, dogs.
You look fantastic, the same as you did in that classic silent film, The Talking Rock. Well, I take care of myself and try to avoid as much weathering as possible. And weathering is? It's the process that takes rocks and minerals and breaks them down into smaller pieces, eventually turning them into...
Okay, I'm sorry. This is like the coolest video I've gotten. They're usually not this cool. I've never had a talking rock. I'm just saying that in my economics is cool. This is like the kind of stuff they do for my economics. I have never seen a talking rock. This is a better, like, let me find you a regular video. Because this is not the regular video. This is cool. I'm excited to do this tomorrow. They're definitely way cooler with the new update.
Igneous rocks. Now, igneous rocks form from the cooling and hardening of molten material, a process that results in crystallization of the magma or lava. You got yourself two types of igneous rocks, intrusive and extrusive. Easy way to remember. Intrusive rocks form in the ground, way down deep. Extrusive, think of them exiting the ground, because these form at the Earth's surface. Now, intrusive igneous rocks are sometimes called plutonic, and a lot of times you'll hear people refer to extrusive igneous rocks as volcanic. Igneous rocks are classified by a couple of things, like their chemical and mineral composition, which is just what they're made of, and their texture, size, and shape, even the arrangement of their crystals. So, what's chemical composition? Well, that's the types and the amounts of chemical elements that are present. Now, some common chemical elements you'd see in magma would be sodium, potassium, calcium, and a whole bunch of others. Chemical composition also includes the types and amounts of dissolved gases that are present. Common gases in magma.
So as you can see, it really is schoolwork. It just is more funner than the old update. It's just more fun than the older update. And I don't know, she's like my favorite teacher, honestly. I've only gotten her twice in this. I'm on chapter 6 now, and I've only gotten her twice, and I was like super disappointed. But I've never had her as a teacher before, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I get, like, since 6th grade, they use the same people to do different videos, so you get, like, the same teacher. And, like, one of my favorite teachers was Will Hardy, and he was, like, the lab person that was, like, should never be in a lab. Like, he was always breaking stuff. And you watch the video, you do a 5-question quiz, you watch another video on the same topic, you do another quiz, then this one you do another video on the same topic. They just, like, keep going further and further in depth. 5-question quiz, and then the lesson quiz is 10 questions, and then the chapter test is usually 20 to 25 questions. Unless you have, like, semi-photographic memory, like my little brother Cameron, you're going to want to take some notes. So that's pretty much it. I would just do that, and then at 1, I would stop and, like, get some lunch real quick, and then I'd come back up, and usually I finish around 3. As you guys saw, I usually start at 8. Sometimes I start at 6, but when I start at 8, usually I get off at 3, and then I go ahead and I do my next activity on Mondays.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Kayla's Rainbow. Today we're going to be talking about, so yeah, that's pretty much what the video was about. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was what you expected. I'm not exactly sure, like, which to do, because I watched some videos on other, like, people that did homeschool videos, and some people just, like, woke up and just, like, sat at their desk, and then, like, that was end scene, and I was like, oh, I want to do that so bad. But then I realized it's probably people that are, like, super interested and actually are thinking about being homeschooled, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll, like, show you the real deal. Like, you don't just wake up and you sit down. Usually you wake up and you're like, okay, maybe you do wake up and you just sit down. But it is some work. It's really actually like you're learning and stuff. So that's pretty much what my Monday routine is. I hope you guys have a great day. Careful not to get tummy aches with all that candy you guys have been eating. And I will see you guys all later, and make sure to stay tuned and subscribe and see me next Friday. Bye!